The Leaf in the Wagon, Carlos Carrasquero. The caravan moved like a slow river through the forest, wheels creaking, canvas sighing, hooves pressing a patient rhythm into the earth. Aldrin rode at the rear, armor dulled by dust, hands loose on the reins. He had guarded merchants for most of his years and knew the language of roads well. Long roads bred silence, and silence bred thoughts best kept busy. That was when he noticed the child. A small face poked through a fold in the wagon cloth, eyes bright as polished stones. The boy stared at Aldrin with open curiosity, as if the guard were a story walking. Aldrin raised an eyebrow, then crossed his eyes. The child blinked, then burst into a quiet laugh, hands clapped over his mouth. Aldrin smiled. He puffed his cheeks, wiggled his fingers, stuck out his tongue in a way no knight would admit to. Each new face drew another laugh, soft and delighted. The forest seemed to lean closer to listen. Feeling bold, Aldrin drew his sword halfway from its sheath. Sunlight filtered down through the high leaves, struck the exposed steel, and bloomed into a clean, bright shimmer. The blade caught the light and held it. The child went still, mouth open, eyes wide with wonder. Aldrin tipped the sword slightly, letting the light dance, then slid it back with care. The boy let out a slight, breathless sound and vanished back into the wagon. Aldrin chuckled to himself and nudged his horse forward, riding alongside the wagon until he reached the front. The merchant held the reins, broad-shouldered and tired-eyed, humming to himself. "Your lad has a sharp sense of humor," Aldrin said lightly. "Kept me entertained for the last mile. How old is he?" The merchant frowned. "My lad?" "The child in the back," Aldrin said. "Bright eyes, likes faces and steel." The merchant slowed the wagon. His frown deepened, pulling his beard down with it. "I have no children," he said. His voice was steady, but his hands tightened on the reins. He stopped the wagon and stood. With a sudden motion, he pulled aside the front cloth and peered inside. The wagon was empty. No crates, no sacks, no bolts of cloth or jars of spice. Just bare wood and the lingering scent of leaves. In the center of the floor lay a single tiny green leaf, fresh and bright, as if it had fallen moments ago. The forest was quiet. Aldrin felt the road shift beneath him as though it had smiled and moved on.